of the things that I think is really interesting is that the pace with which you all jumped in, right? I mean, it wasn't like, okay, maybe laundromats could be interesting, and I'm going to go spend 6 months and do a bunch of research and talk to lots of people and try to get. You guys bought it and then figured it out along the way. What's that process been like for you? How has that felt? How's that gone? What's that done to you mentally?
Good question. So we definitely did that. So we bought it and we just kind of figured this whole thing out as we were doing it. I can tell you that we tried to search YouTube. We bought people's courses that said they knew how to run laundromats. We did all kind of things, just trying to figure this out. But at the end of the day, I mean, we just learned. Like at any given time when we first started, you would see me and Lisa in there folding clothes. You'd see, I know how to take a washer apart and put it back together. I have a whole bag of tools, especially for washing machines. I've changed drains, I've changed, water valve, I've changed belts, I've changed the C bracket, which almost freaking took lost a finger. Changing the diaphragms. I mean, we learned everything in this business, like firsthand, up front, because we had to figure it out. Because we really didn't have a support system when we first went into this, because we kind of jumped into it, head and feet first. It was either sink or swim. So we decided to swim. And yeah, I mean, we swept the floors, we painted the place. I mean, because every one of these laundromats that we've had, obviously, the main thing that we did that I think saved us the most was we just built a business plan for every model of what we wanted before we started. Transitional from real estate. Even like when we went through and we were going to rehab the place, we did the same thing. We built the budget. We said, okay, where are we sourcing the material? We said, okay, who's going to do the work? And that has always been our guiding light, I guess you could say. And, and then throughout the whole process, because we didn't know anything, we just built SOPs. And because we built those SOPs, I mean, those are the same SOPs that our employees follow today, because we built those firsthand. We know exactly what they do. We know exactly how they work. And we know if they're executed properly, then we won't have any problems.
What do you think made it easy for you all to stay pretty tight to that plan, right? You always hear like build the plan and then execute the plan. And you all were able to do that without getting kind of distracted and veering off into shiny objects as you're jumping into a brand new business. What helped you stay on plan?
All right, well, look, it wasn't like this. It was like this, going up, right? But what we were able to do, I mean, going through, look, there are a ton of hard times, okay, how are we going to pay the water bill this month that's $4,000 and still pay, the rent without having to come out of our pocket? I mean, we had to go through a bunch of that. But by putting in processes and systems, we're able to lower our expenses as much as we can and then raise our profit as much as we could. And our main thing was, we want to focus on the laundromat. What other plugins can we put into this laundromat to make additional revenue that is still within the laundry business? So obviously, when we first walked into this, we just thought it was self-served. Had no clue about wash, dry, fold, pickup and delivery, vending machines, other vendors, selling soap. Didn't have no clue about any of that. These are all additional plugins that we were able to add to our facilities to now scale and make more revenue.